Alright. As part of the Evan Anarchy system. And how against the PR we are. Here's a perfect game that I will showcase with the world. Or at least strats to get the perfect game. If I don't pull it off, because this is only like the third game that I've played on this map. To be fair, the second one I had a stroke limit of 50, so I tested out a lot of different shots. But using a combination of what I call Thexan drifting and rye bouncing, you can do pretty much anything in this game. And we'll showcase that. You don't jump there because water's bouncy. So, hole 2, we do standard. Because once you hit that blue gate, you can start moving. So if we go before that blue gate, then we can't actually move. So drifting would be impossible. Ooh, I'm somebody who's gonna hold it down. So this one looks hard, but you can bounce through everything. You can even mess up here, and you still make it. Because hole 3 is the easiest hole to get onto, and we use it a lot throughout this run. In fact, we can actually do this and end up in that hole, and it's faster. That hole is faster in a lot of cases, so you'll be seeing me take it a lot. I've messed this up. Oh, please come back, please come back. Okay, so if you spam the space button, you can slow down your aerial descent. And we're going to use that right now, actually. We're going to hit the left side of this while jumping in order to get over here. And you can make it without jumping. But it's you make it onto the bottom part, and then you have to rye bounce over. But we have to do that later, actually, so we're not going to do it now. We're just going for speed. This is the first big... That was the first one that I found. Since then, we've made a lot of improvements. But that was the first one where I'm like, hey, we shouldn't always go back to hole 3, pretty much. I could make it over down that hole, but I'm not going to. Because it's a little risky, and we're going for a clean run this time around. Don't have enough speed, rye bounce. What a beautiful wedding. What a beautiful wedding, says the bridesmaid to a waiter. We all found this one together. You already know it. This one, I used to bounce off here, I used to bounce off there, but once I discovered the blue box is what allows you to move. So if you go that way and you land down here, you can't drift anywhere. You can just go forward and hope that you made it. So in this, we actually, I might not make it the first try, we actually have to make it over this, into the blue box, then you can start spamming jump and curve over here. And now you can angle yourself to get into there. Otherwise it's a lot harder, trust me. I'm kind of the expert. This one has no jump. I might mess this up. Because what happens in this one is you don't get that. Like I did, I'm dead in the air. I don't have a drift or anything. So I don't actually know what to do. So we're gonna do this one normally. But I've never actually done this one normally. Wow, this is embarrassing. Come on, come on. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Okay, well, we learned that one. We're gonna do this. New York. What triggered me? What allowed me to actually bounce there, I wonder? Because I thought it was the blue box, but that blue box didn't do anything. Okay, for this one, the hard part is getting down there. So you and you're familiar with this part. So I just spam jump there, got a little bit higher. That one you can overshoot because it's not, that's not easy. This, I don't have a tech for this hole. Because this blue box doesn't actually activate drift, you could line up with the hole over there. And then, but see, it doesn't, oh, wait, hang on. This doesn't happen often. That doesn't happen often. Typically what happens is I overshoot it, but for some reason I don't know where the box is that you can hit in order to drift. This one's the hardest part is lining up this initial shot. So okay, so we made that, and then you just go to the left to spam spacebar. This is where I discovered the Vex and drift, because everyone's like, oh, you got to bounce off the balloons, and it was really hard, but I didn't want to do that. So we're just going to do this. What? That's never happened to me before. I swear that's never happened to me before. That's BS. Okay, we'll do a perfect run after this with all the tech that we've learned from today. But we got really lucky with the whole 10 or 11. Ooh. So I don't know if we can actually do that until we get good tech. What in the world is going on? There we go. Yeah, that was dumb. I don't like that. Would you be... Alright, this one, I'll showcase it another time, but you can yam off of there, and this wall is intangible, and you can make it into one of these barrels. I think it's this one, but that's too hard, so we're actually going to do the standard route. But a lot of this stuff is intangible. You just got to get ready for the turn by holding left. Jump, 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 and now you can just fall straight down. And you see how I angle my camera to get a little better distance by holding the D button. That's just regular drifting. That doesn't have a fancy name. It's when you're spamming the space button like a madman. The hard part with this is getting this spot right here is very difficult. So like dropping down, you have to hit the board just right. So we actually, oh my gosh. We build a speed, and then, okay. This hole's just very convenient to go to. I'm molding it, this is the beginning. Okay, good. She's looking over me. Alright, so this one, this, we hope that the box triggers. Line it up like that. Nope. There we go. And the box did trigger, so we win this one. I think it's on the second stroke that it'll trigger, but I don't quote me on that. Oh, I've done better for pretty much all these. It's just, I don't know what's going on, man. It's the endurance run. So this, you just gotta, this whole is hard if you don't Vex and jump. And because of that, you can just make it through easy. So, angle it. You can, oh, I overshot that actually. Hopefully we land on that hitbox. There we go. And then right into this hole. That gets you over here. And the hole is... There's a shortcut. You can go to that hole. We're not going to do that. The hole is right here. It's sure to indents. That's what you want to aim for. What hole is this? Oh, we just do this one normally. Oh, crap. Forgot about that. Parkour, parkour, parkour. 1, 2. No way. Didn't even get me there. Now we're high up. We can go to pretty much any hole in the game. I haven't tried that hole over there yet. I just go for the standard one. Other little tidbits, other notes. The top of this is intangible, but it's a pipe, so you want to go into it. So you land right there. And look, you get the gong hit. What else do I have for you? The whole 3 thing, if you go to vertical, then it doesn't count, and it'll splash out. But other than that, that's a pretty solid run. We get 0 on the last one, so I'm going to cut the video here. And, so ultimately 13 under, or not, yeah, is that 13 under par? That's pretty good. Pretty good.